State police plan to put a new gun range on some state forest land in Glastonbury has some neighbors fuming.
Yeah, there was a public hearing tonight on that plan. News 8's Bob Wilson was there. He is live in Hartford tonight with more. Bob.
Yeah, and while a lot of people went out there to tell state police what they thought, state police said, hold on a minute. We don't even have a plan, an architectural drawing. We just have this idea of putting a gun range out there, and listen to us. So before they heard what the town of Glastonbury had to say, state police put on a presentation of their own saying it's going to be classrooms. It's also going to be simulation indoors, not just firing.
With us tonight is a commanding officer of the Connecticut State Police, Colonel Dan Stebbins.
It was standing room only as hundreds packed into the community center in Glastonbury to give the state police an earful. There are many different reasons why people didn't want the state police to put a gun range in the Meshamasik State Park.
There are two schools within a mile, 800 students. When you think about where you're going to have a gun range, usually you wouldn't think about putting it close to two schools.
From schools to the eastern timber rattlesnake.
I'm worried that they're losing their habitat. They used to be, fairly common throughout the state, and their habitat has shrunk down to just a few places, and this is one of them.
Neighbors who live next to the park say they just want the peace and quiet they moved here for.
We thought, if the rattlesnake was protected up here, well, so would the state forest. But not the case. Little did we know the state would come in and try to muscle Glastonbury, and build this facility that's totally inappropriate.
Well, the locals here in Glastonbury call it the mesh. And one of the things they really like about it are the trails that come running through here. The Snipsit, it's a 40-mile-long trail that people hike and bike, they snowshoe and cross-country ski on it in the wintertime. And they're worried that when they put in a big facility like the shooting range, they're concerned that not only the construction could tear up the park, but afterwards, the shots, the gunfire, especially people who moved here to make this state park their backyard.
10 years ago, my family and I, we decided to buy a nice piece of land right over here to build our home, to establish roots, to have our grandchildren run in these woods, have fun, enjoy this area.
State police say they still can. At tonight's meeting, they laid out an early proposal. There will be a road right off of Route 2 that will keep state police traffic out of the neighborhoods. They also say there won't be shooting from sunup to sundown.
We're talking about classrooms, we're talking about computerized training indoors, we're talking about a lot of indoor work. And theoretically, when we go out onto the firing line, we normally only do it for a period of 60 to 90 minutes per day.
Now state police are saying tonight also that they want to hear what the public has to say. However, in the end, the state owns the land. The governor can just say, let's put the firing range there, and it will be done. That's kind of how it works because they do own that land. I'm Bob Wilson reporting live in Hartford, News 8.